Hello everyone, welcome to my review of the Carbon Freezing Chamber. Now, I am going to zoom out, but I figured why not get straight into it with the Boba Fett minifigure, who does have feet printing, or boot printing in this case, with this little silver detailing right at the bottom there to signify the little, silver ends of his, boots. They do have, spikes at the end, but I don't necessarily think that that's the spikes. Now, moving a bit up, we have the knee pads that he has. Pretty standard detailing. They're orange, which is quite nice, to be honest, and accurate to the realistic thing. Now, I'm looking at it, and there are a few pockets just above that, with then a bit of a transition into the armor, which then leads up, which is divided by the little bit of the in-between between the legs and then the torso, connecting over to the belt, which is brown, but it does have seemingly buckle. It's not really a buckle, but because of the slight gray above it, it does kind of look like a buckle. But for the most part, it does have 4 pouches, 2 on each side. I just moved it out of frame, but 2 on each side, which can be lightly visible. Now, the gun, which I'm going to take off because it might be obstructing your view, is a bit different. Let me just bring it. It's not the more newer style, I would say, because this is newer. This one has one of the small pistols, if that can be seen. It has one of those small pistols. So, slightly smaller, depending on which version you like. May have some difference on your opinion of the set, but generally, really closely the same. Now, you do have the dark green armor right there with the light gray torso. Now, I don't know what the string right in the left corner is for. I'm assuming that's string because it doesn't look like hair, although it very much could be. It does look more like string to me. So there's that. It does have the, it does extend over into, well, not the string, but like the area. It does extend with that nice blue color, which is very nice. You do also have the little cape, which I'm just going to bring over to the front, which looks very nice. You know, you've got that nice orange stripe with the tan as the rest of it. Now, the helmet does look very nice. You do have the side holes so that you can put the accessories on. I have the little bit of the rangefinder, I believe it to be called, which the helmet itself looks very nice. You know, you've got the light green, which is very controversial on the newer Boba Fett because it's not the right color. I don't even know if it's the right color on this because this is dark green, so at this point I'm not even too sure. But we do have the red and then the dark green accents, so that's Boba Fett for you. If I do bring in Han Solo, pretty standard figure, I have to say. Plain dark brown legs with his white shirt. You know, it's a white shirt, but it does have a fair amount of detail for just being a white shirt. You've got like the little bit of the collar, you know, bending over there. You've got this stripe over here to show a bit of overlap, and you've got the bit of crookedness, or like, I'm blanking on the word, but you know, you got a bit of the ruggedness, you know, that you would have to iron out. And so if I turn on the back, or turn it over to the back, that detail is nowhere to be seen. So really, you've got a front-facing figure for the most part. But, you know, he does have a dual-sided face. Now, he is, at the moment, very shocked to be frozen in carbonite. Now, I do struggle a lot with this figure as the hair doesn't really want to come off, to be fair. But he does have the frozen in carbonite face there on the back, which is going to be handy when we freeze him in carbonite, but that's to come soon. And then we've also got this standard-looking Ugnaught, you know. It's a big creature, I am. From at least what it is. It's kind of like a pig. So, you know, you've got the overalls, which are in navy blue, which is a very nice color. You've got an actual belt buckle for this. You've got a bit of a zipper and a bit of messiness over by the neck area. If you can really see that, there is a bit of detail there, which is quite nice. You've got these dark brownish orange gloves, which are very nice, and then you've got his face, which is let's be honest, very good is a word that I would describe that if I move the around, you can see the white hairs that are there, but if we move the camera back, or at least I try to, we can see the full set. Wow, look, it's there now. Well, it was always there, but you get the picture. So we can put the Ugnaught there, which is his reasonable spot to be. He's going to be controlling the control panel. If we take off the Carbonite statue, I'm guessing you've probably seen this piece before, but if you haven't, it's just the Han Solo, but it's all gray because he's in Carbonite. Now this is the much more detailed Carbonite piece where you can actually put Han Solo on the back, which I'm going to do right now, as he will be necessarily when we're testing out the Carbonite function, but there we go. Nice and snug. I'm going to put this on now. We're going to pull this lever back to initiate carbonization. Now we can just have Boba Fett standing there. You know, there's a lot of studs here, so you do have a lot of space for your minifigures, but we can twist it around to have... Now, I will admit mine is a bit dusty. I probably should have dusted off a bit more than I did, but, you know, because it has so many holes, it kind of does get a bit dusty, if I'm being fair. But we can see Han Solo over there. I probably should have made him face the other way, but you get the picture. You can see Han Solo. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with the pronunciation, but we can just put it down. The camera's falling, but you can get the picture. We can put it down by pulling out this lever right here, and then we can spin it around by twisting it, and then push it back up, and he's in Carbonite. So, pretty good system if I'm not messing things up here. Now, you are going to have an easier time if either this is brand new because you're not going to have as much dust, or if you're just keeping it dust-free because it is a good system that works. Now, I am not necessarily the best at operating things, so you understand that I'm going to have some difficulties with this. But if you're a regular person who doesn't struggle with these types of things, you should be perfectly fine with doing such a thing. But if I do move it a bit around, you know, we do get this nice elevator right here, which you can just simply lift up and then put. This is a bit more tricky with one hand, but I did it. You can lift him up, you know, very nicely, and then lock it in place with this little clip, so you can get from the bottom floor to the top floor. There's really nothing at the bottom here, but you know, you can find something. And then there is the one feature that I really don't understand about this set, other than the fact that you can fold up the stairs for some reason. But this is the one feature that I do not understand the purpose of at all. So if anybody in the comments understands what this feature is for, like, there's this like little hinge piece, right? Which can do stuff. But what's the purpose of that? Like, you can put Boba Fett there. It's like you can have him hit his head. But what's the purpose of that? Is that like an Ugnaught sleeping quarter? Is it like, do I just put my Ugnaught there? And it's like, well, that doesn't even work that well either. So what is the purpose of that lever? What is it supposed to do? I've looked at so many images for this set, and I still do not understand what the purpose of that is. And so, the main reason I'm reviewing this set today is because I want to know what is this feature for? It's like a genuine question that I have. So, if anybody has the smallest clue or hint, I'm pretty sure, like, maybe some of the images put like a minifigure here and you can just hide it away, but I honestly don't know. So I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye. Also, don't forget to tell me what that feature does, if you know, in the comments below, because I am just completely baffled by it. Okay, so thanks for watching. Bye.